Good old A&W, what Canadian fast food looks like. Even though it started in America and has many chains in America, even the tagline is All American Food, we Canadians still like to pretend that A&W is our very own. Much like Tim Hortons, A&W has successfully built itself into the Canadian mythos by using clever advertising. A&W loves pretending to be a friendly Canadian brand that cares all about the right things, mainly the consumer's health and conscience. So let's be good friends to A&W and call them out when they're spouting some 100% Canadian grade, grass fed, no hormones added BS. Apparently, Canadians care a lot about hormones in their dead flesh. At least A&W thinks so. That's why they talk a lot, and I do mean a lot, about hormones.
Hormones are steroids.
I find this a little strange. Even if A&W uses beef that's been raised without no additional hormones or steroids, why is this relevant? I mean, if Canadians really cared about what their food had in it, then they would avoid eating meat altogether, right? I mean, eating meat has consistently shown to increase health risks by many different studies. It's almost become a household fact, just like too much sugar is bad for you is an accepted fact everywhere. So then it's completely strange to see adverts with millions of dollars of funding missing such a key part of their message. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. If A&W actually critically think about their messaging, then Canadians might critically think about what they eat. That would probably be very bad for selling beef burgers. You know what I find really funny? Beef farmers had beef with A&W over the whole hormone advertising strategy. Hormones are no problem at all, they say. A&W is just fear mongering. That might be true, but shouldn't Canadians be afraid of beef anyway? I mean, the animals are definitely scared when they're all crammed together and a knife is drawn across their throat. Why isn't the brutal execution of a sentient being for our taste buds being considered even more scary than hormones?
It came from out of the West. A flavor so big, a burger so big, it could only be called Superteen. Can this be real?
A lot of A&W's marketing concerns itself with how well its cattle is raised. We see many videos of spacious farms run by what seems to be family owned businesses. We don't see any cages or really much of any outdoor space for animals. We are led to believe that the farms A&W get the beef from are humane. In fact, you know it's humane because it's made in Canada by Canadian farmers. They even got an accent and everything. Except when they get beef from countries that are not Canada, just ignore that, right? It feels all Canadian anyway, and that's really what matters. Factory farms are not a type of farm, but instead are a method of production. This means companies or small family farms can both use it. This method is designed to maximize production while minimizing cost. To achieve this, agribusinesses keep livestock such as cattle, poultry, and fish at high stocking densities, at a large scale, and use modern machinery, biotechnology, and global trade. For now, let's ignore the fact that animals raised in factory farms will end up at the same slaughterhouse as animals that weren't raised in factory farms. Even with this in mind, small family farms still aren't the sunshine and rainbows promised in commercials. They use the same methods that large corporations use to raise and slaughter animals. And really, let's be honest, how else would Canada be able to produce and slaughter 800 million land animals a year? By giving each animal enough space? By letting the animals graze in idyllic green grass and sunshine? I don't think so. To achieve production on this large of a scale, farms need to keep thousands of animals tightly packed together on concrete floors and metal crates, under perpetual artificial light, unable to ever see outside, and in some cases unable to even walk or turn around. Numbers from Statistics Canada show that while the number of farms in Canada are decreasing, the average number of farm animals has been going up for the last 20 years. Less farms, more animals. Although the data doesn't explicitly say so, it is reasonable to assume that farms in Canada are getting larger and holding more animals together. Perhaps we can call these places super farms, or maybe, just maybe, oh, I got it. How about factory farms? If A&W gets their beef from Canada, then it is very unlikely that they use humane non-factory farms. There's too much demand for that to be possible. It's just not realistic. Anyway, the association made here is that Canadian beef equals humane, and A&W uses 100% Canadian beef, so therefore A&W burgers are humane. This way you don't have to worry about that pesky conscience of yours. But this entire chain of misleading connections all hinge on one fact. Canadian farms aren't the disgusting places you always see vegans complain about. I mean, let's be real, there are no factory farms in Canada, right? What is the point of this video? Maybe I should have thought about that before I started. You probably have some understanding, on some level, that A&W is misleading you and lying to you. They are a fast food chain after all. All of them lie. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, they all tell lies about their food and how it's made. So what's so special about A&W? Even vegan activists might ask, why is it worth making a video on A&W? After all, don't they have a Beyond Meat burger on their menu anyway? I mean, at least they're trying to make progress. We can't trust the companies to do the leading for us. It's only when we sign petitions, make content, and protest that the world gets to be a better place for animals and ourselves. Without vegan activism, would there even be such a thing as a Beyond Meat burger at A&W? Don't be fooled into believing that A&W or any other fast food chain is some sort of change maker. Sure, they might throw us a good conscious bone from time to time by offering a Beyond Meat burger, but all that is happening is that the hard work of vegan activists are used by companies like A&W to offer a new, clean, sparkly image for the masses. A&W is not your friend, and it is definitely no ally of the vegan movement. The video you are watching right now is a reminder of this fact. Thank you.